All right, let's close this out. Already set, so what I need to do is set this right here. Set up a situation here so that Firefox mode has to fall down. Then you have to, let me think about this. Nope. Let's turn my grid on here. I'll make it so that has to go there, there. Let's turn the grid off. What is that doing? All right. So, what is it I want to do here? I want to interactions. Do I have a? I do have P switches on here, but they're. Let's see if I can modify the. Let's see if that looks all right. Yeah, that still looks good. So that to turn in the. Ooh, I already have that. A7 should act like A6. A6 should look like A7. I forget how I did this. Actually, let's don't apply that. Switch this to these. Haha, that's exactly what I wanted. Got the P-switch blocks on there. That will turn into this P-switch blocks. Let me go ahead and test this out and see how this works. Where's my controller? There you go. What does the stream even look like? Oh, let's move you down. Hey, look at that. It's me. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Ooh, those graphics are way off. Those are bad graphics. I need to go in here and fix those. Let's go in here. Oh, nope. Wrong file. CHR file. Let's go down towards the bottom. All the animation stuff. Boop, boop. Ping, doop. Alright. Really? Ew. Really? I know I have better versions of that somewhere else. I bet. That's not what I want. It's not those. That's the thing that I want. I always forget. Boop, 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 boop. Save the graphics, the file, switch over, save the ROM. Ooh, I like this concept. So what I'll do, switch you to that's interactions. Okay, that will change that up there, and that will be a cherry. And then I'll take you, extend you over. You look right, and then I'll take you. Let's go this way. Yeah, we'll do this. Actually, I need more. That right there. Yeah, we'll do that. Got to do the other end cap for that. So I guess actually I need that right there. And end cap there. Extend this over to here. Let me see here, that's where the screens are. Go over. Boom. Boom. Right there. Boom. Boom. There. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Then interactions. You'll go right there, and then you'll go right there. Fall, dash, fall, dash, fall. Let's go ahead and move that right there so that way people don't accidentally think they can go that way. That. Oops, there's that. Looks good. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna work notes. Oops. Grabbing the checkpoint should really make a sound. This should be file 1. norm checkpoints. 11, right? 10. Oh, oh. What? Wow, I have 2 checkpoints. That's all right. Because I have one that's for the fortress levels, and then I have one that's for all levels. Seems legit. Somebody is asking for another ROM. Yes, I do have. Let's see here. Where was I? I was adding sound effect when you collect a checkpoint. So yeah, that's. I should really rename this to P up collect checkpoints. Okay, and which one is the? Where are my sound effects? I always figure out my sound effects. So this is about 85% complete. So I'm working on this level, and after this level, I have 2 more regular levels. And then I have to finish the boss of World 2 and then do the fortress of Worlds 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because there's only 7 worlds to this. And plus I may go through and add some like super hard bonus levels if you want to go back and do that. So I would say about 85%. Hey, Insect Duel. Duel? Are people actually working on Mario 3 for Mario All-Stars? I haven't really seen a whole lot of tools developed for it, which kind of don't know why, because Super Mario World has a lot of tools for it, and obviously the Super Nintendo is way more capable, but I guess it's kind of like you want to... I know how it is. You want to do things and push the limit of the original NES, which is basically why I haven't moved on to Super Mario All-Stars. Yeah, I hope to have this hack seriously done by the end of this year. I really don't have a whole lot to do. Once I get all the levels done, I need to add the badge system, which I'm doing the badge system after the levels are done so that I don't design the levels with the badge features in mind. And I've got a group of beta testers that are going through. They're going to help me test all of the levels, and that's going to be an ordeal because I create new levels, and every level has a new gimmick, and then I go through and create more levels, and then I go back, and there's like a bug in like that level, and I have no clue how I created the bug, and I have to go fix it, and yeah. And some of these levels were designed like 2 or 3 years ago, so there's a lot of these levels are going to have some touching up to do, and make sure everything remains balanced. Because what I think is easy may not be what, everybody else thinks is easy. I'm not in the right file system. Where am I? Let's open... Recent. There we are. Looks like I don't have all my variables defined here, or my constants here. Alright, so when you collect the checkpoints, what kind of sound should it make? Should it make the power-up sound, the level shoe is like not used at all. You know what? I'm gonna throw that bad boy in there because I forget what that sounds like. Oops. Collect checkpoint. Aha! There we go. Let's throw that bad boy in there. What sound effect does that go to? I've always wondered if people would ever live stream working on the ROM hacks. It's not terribly exciting stuff, other than the fact that you get to see little things in the game that nobody else has seen yet. Oh yeah, I'll be looking for a lot of testers, so I'll probably make a post on Facebook once I'm ready and take about 10 people. I was testing before, but it became so overwhelming addressing bugs and issues that I wasn't moving forward with new stuff. So I'll wait until all of the new stuff is done, and then I can just address bugs and level tweaks and power up balance and all that jazz. Okay, that's saved. Still going to my terminal. Why is my terminal over there? That is not where terminals go. Fine, whatever. 767. Oh. Oops. Got that backwards. Forget. The priority thing works by doing an or. Aha! There we go. There we go. Hey Ark, how's it going? It's going pretty good. It's hump day. Work is being work, asking me to do all the things and getting in the way of me working on this hack, if you even want to call it a hack. But I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so I built that. Alright, let's go back over here and test this out. Do I have this streaming on this? Oh, I do have this streaming on the screen. Haha, there we go. Let's make this a little bit bigger for people who want to see this. And of course, when I actually stream at 8 o'clock Mario Adventure, I'll actually adjust it and everything. Alright, let's see here. That did not make a sound effect. Why did that not make a sound effect? You know what? Let's do this. So I have a special variable called debug snap, and it is set to 7f. And I set it to that so that way whenever I need to debug my game, I just have to reload it, set a breakpoint for read or write to 7FFF. And then I can go in here, grab this guy. Alright, so let's see here. The debugger snapped. It's loading the sound, pouring it, storing it. Alright, let's continue. That did not make any sounds. What is going on here? Oh, because I'm storing it to the wrong freaking sound variable. That's why. It's Q level 1. Okay, let's switch this back here. Did I rebuild? I don't know if I rebuild. I have to run my build.batch file, which, little side note, my build.batch file is actually, it runs the NES assembler, but the source code only builds like the 32K vanilla ROM, and or as far as the address space goes, but my game is twice that size. So once it builds the assembler, I have a special program that actually goes through and moves all the levels and all the graphics towards the end of the ROM and basically rearranges everything so that things work appropriately. Let's see here. Hey, Blue Television Games, I actually watch your videos quite often. You do a lot of reviews for like ROM hacks and stuff like that. Alright, let's see if I can get this to play a sound. Oh, so you keep seeing this level, and I'm not really talking about this, so let me reset this real quick so you guys can kind of see some of the stuff I'm working on. Let's see here. This is my editor called Spotlight. This only works for my game. This will not work for the vanilla Mario Brothers 3. This level is called Foxfire Dash Bash. And the concept behind this level is that there are special lagatus in the game that will help Mario rather than hurt Mario. And what they do is they are set to have to a certain power-up, and they watch to see if you lose that power-up, and if you do, they come on screen and toss a power-up so that way you always have that power-up. There is a slight delay in that whenever so that way, if you get hit, you have to survive for a few seconds before it's able to make it back to you. But what that does is it allows me to develop a level that is based entirely around the powers of a single power-up. So this level has some rain, some wind effects, and this Lakitu, and yeah. Yeah, Bubblegut. This will actually run on original NES hardware. I've had some people who have put it on the NES EverDrive. I don't know if it's called an EverDrive, but basically, you put it in an SD card, you put it in a cartridge, and you load it up, and it runs on original hardware without any bugs or anything. So, and it uses the MMC3 mapper chip, so people will be able to do reproduction carts and get a Mario 3 donor cart for that. Alright, so as you can see, it's raining, and I don't have any music on this. It sounds so weird without having any music. Let's give this the... not planes. I don't have my music set up right. Clouds, desert, hilly. There we go. Save. Okay. Oh god. Luigi versus Mario. I'll talk about that in a second. He gave me a fire flower. That is not what I wanted. I wanted a fox leaf. Go back in there and save that. Change that again. So Luigi versus Mario was supposed to be the spiritual successor to Mario Adventure 2. And I don't remember how long I spent on it, but back then I was still living with my parents, and my brother, he was a brat, and he came into my room and he wanted to access my computer to get on the internet, but I had it password protected. So to get around that, he put the computer back into recovery mode, wiped everything, and I lost all my progress on the hack, and I used some data recovery software, and the last version I could find was 2 weeks prior, and this was a stint of work that lasted for 2 weeks, where I had free roaming maps. All the levels had these green coins. I had these barriers that were on the map that require the green coins to access new areas. I lost a lot of work in that, and it was detrimental. I had like an extra world for Mario and an extra world for Luigi that was just gone. So after that, I just found the latest version that I could find and released it and just moved on to something else. However, a lot of ideas from Mario Adventure and Mario Adventure 2 came back for this. Like, for example, you see the rain is back, but it's not random, and it looks much better than it did in Mario Adventure. There we go. As you can see, it's raining. It's got, you know, rain effects, water particles and stuff. So, actually, I'm going to have to turn this down because this is loud for me. So, Foxfire Mario, actually, he can, like, wag his tail like Raccoon Mario, but he can't fly. So if I were to get a full P-Wing, I'm hitting A over and over and over again, and it's not doing anything. Instead, I can double tap B, and I do a fire dash. That fire dash will actually destroy most enemies. And if you noticed on the bottom, the P meter is more like a stealth bar now. So whenever I fire dash, it will deplete, and I will come out of my fire attack once it's empty. And the fire attack can actually break those Super Mario World style spinner blocks as well. And his fire dash is the only thing that can actually break those. Okay. Now, if you notice, I just got hit. Ooh, that's a graphical glitch. But you see, he's coming back by, and he's giving me a fox leaf, so that way I can always have that fox leaf for this level. There's other levels that use it for, like, Ninja Suit, the P-Wing, the Fire Flower. The Fire Dash, of course, gonna actually activate question blocks and bricks and stuff. And I also noticed that when I grab a coin, it has a little sparkle effect. That, I'm actually really proud about that, because I thought that would be too taxing for the game, but it's able to handle it pretty good. Oh, I gotta get back up there. Also, something about the weather effect is it also has wind effect that can come with it, and the faster the wind, the faster the particle effects will go. So if the wind is going to the right, the rain or the snow or the sand will move to the right. If the wind is slow, the particles will move slow. If the wind is harder, it'll move faster. And you can see there's these special lakitus that are throwing these spinies that actually target Mario. No! Okay, so I'm actually in the middle of testing this, but those lakitus, they're the spinies that target Mario. That is based off the lakitus from Yoshi's Island 2, which I just completed that a few months ago because I always try to get through it, and it's such a long game, and it's an amazing game. But it's really long and it's difficult. And thankfully, with the Nintendo Switch Online NES games, or SNES games having the rewind feature, I was able to get through that game fairly quickly. Alright, let me get back in here and complete my original task, which was... Alright. Get this checkpoint. There we go. That is not the sound effect I like, but I'm going to roll with it for now because I'm just testing out this level. Oh, didn't make it. Ooh. I do not like the way those guys look. Ooh, that is... Didn't really think about that. Alright, so that's a few things I'm going to have to adjust here. Let me go back in here. Because P-Suite's going to be activated, I need to change those to blocks, to bricks, so they change in the coins. And I actually want these over here. Let's move this over here. This right there. This right here. And let's go ahead and remove this right here because these guys were designed to only really look good inside of the windows that you see, that you've seen in like the other levels, the prior level here. Let's put this right here. Let's put this right here. Let's change the setting in this guy so it shows he's in a pipe. He's lined up better. Right there. I don't like the way that looks, but whatever. I'm gonna roll with it. Alright, so how did modern Mario games inspire my level design for Mario Adventure 3? It's actually kind of funny. It's actually the reverse because while I do get some inspiration, I've noticed that, I mean, I've been working on this for 10 years, and in that time span, we've had New Super Mario Brothers 2, New Super Mario Brothers U, which is a horrible game, Mario Odyssey, and I've noticed that a lot of the ideas that have been in my game, Nintendo's introducing as well, and I don't think Nintendo is watching what I'm doing and stealing ideas, but it makes me feel good because I feel like that I'm thinking similar to how the designers of the Mario games are thinking. But as far as how they've inspired me, just the variety and really thinking outside the box and not focusing so much on difficulty and rather more on the fun factor, making people go, ooh, I want to keep playing because I want to see what's next. Yeah. Yeah, so I excuse me. Yeah, I created this level editor from scratch, and this is actually the second version of it. The first version was called Reuben, and it originally was supposed to work on the vanilla Mario Brothers 3 and offer all these expansions. But then I got too ambitious, and then the source to Mario 3 came out, and I decided that I was just going to make it work for my own custom game. And this version of the game, of the level editor, I started back in December or November or something like that. And I originally wrote it in C# using Windows Forms, and now it's in C# using WPF. Ooh. Well. Ooh, those guys are way off, and I have a stray thing here. Let's put that right there. Right there. Okay, let's get back in there. Yeah, the new Mario Brothers game really bothers me because the concepts are always the same. There's nothing really new about them after a while. If you look at Mario 1, 2, 3, even Mario 2 in Japan has a different style to it. And those all feel like unique games. What is going on? Oh. I'm gonna have to move that star off closer to the edge. Oh, wait. Okay, I do not like how that flows, so I'm gonna swap the slides right here. I think it would be different if Nintendo actually went with a different art style or introduced a power-up that changed things dramatically. Because that was kind of the thing that Mario 3 and Mario World, they all introduced something that was like, it really brought something to the Mario formula. And I just feel like the new games, like the first New Super Mario Bros. For DS, that was amazing because it was like, oh, modern Mario, and it was fairly difficult. But they just replicated that same concept for 4 more games, if you include Luigi Brothers. Which, I love Luigi Brothers. I feel like Luigi Brothers is what subsequent Mario Brothers games should have been like, and then just built off of that. But, you know, that's why I don't work for Nintendo. Though I do feel like that Nintendo kind of gets complacent, and I kind of feel like Shigeru Miyamoto, he's... I don't know. I kind of wonder about his age, because he's not going to be making games forever. Oh, he's not actually making games. He's more of a director role now. Yes, I love 3D Land. Oh my god, it was so amazing. 3D World is good too, but there was something about 3D Land and its constraint and how it designed levels and how they were linear, but they were fun. And it really, like you mentioned, it really felt like Mario 3 in a 3D space. Levels weren't very long. They were challenging. They used the mechanics in interesting ways. Oh, I love that game so much. Alright, let's see if I can... Oh, so, let me explain this right here. You see this little lock on the screen that has like an E on it? That is called an E lock. And if I go over here and I activate the E block, it removes the, basically the door. There's also E switches that basically do the same thing. Okay, gimme. Okay, let me get it. Okay. Oops. I gotta adjust that somehow. Yay! Okay. So I like that section. And you've noticed that in this level, when I hit the bottom of the screen, it just transitions to the top of the next screen. That's inspired by Mario 2 mechanics. I had to take out vertical oriented levels altogether just so I had more space to do more things for other levels. So in order to still have vertically oriented levels, I just created the screen transition thing so that way when you get to the top of one screen, it basically goes to the next screen. Because you can probably see in the editor right here, this section is the second part and this section is the first part. But that's because my exit area is at the end of this. But if I were to have the exit area at the beginning of this and I get to the top of the screen, it would appear at the bottom of the screen. I have a few levels that are like that, and well, it's not as awesome as the vertical scrolling levels where it's all smooth and stuff. It's a nice compromise. Alright, I think I am at a good stopping point for this, and I am going to switch to the atrocity that is Mario Adventure. I actually, so let me switch this out here. So that's, I remove this one right here. And let me stretch this out. Okay. And let me make sure that this is working as expected. Let me check my messages. Make sure my girlfriend's not messaging me. Okay. I'm good. And as I'm playing, you know, feel free to ask questions. I'm an open book. I'm sure a lot of people are like probably shocked that, oh my gosh, Dark Days, aka Scarlet Corals, aka the person who made Mario Adventure is a girl. Surprise. Let me get this. That looks good. All right. Let's switch to Mario Adventure. Let me turn this down a little bit for myself. Let me go turn this. There we go. Yeah, so Mario Adventure was interesting when I developed it originally because, of course, I just wanted to do my own ROM hack, and it took me 16 months to develop it, and I didn't know anything about game design. And back then, it was all about making your game harder. And so that's what I did, and I had some assembly hacks I put in this, but there was only so much that I could do because I used a hex editor to do all of my assembly hacks. And I used Mario 3 Improvement, which ran in DOS, and Mario 3 Discombobulator later on, which ran in Windows. So there was a lot of interesting ideas in this, and a lot of these ideas have been re-implemented in Mushroom Mayhem or Mario Adventure 3. But back then I didn't have the skills to make this happen, and also I didn't have the tools to make it happen. But let's get in here. So I will go ahead and say I've already beat World 1, and I've moved on to World 2. And in fact, if I have a save state, I am not going to go back and play all these levels again, because some of these levels are freaking hard. Oh my god. Blind jumps, weirdly shaped platforms. I didn't like anybody who played this game apparently. But it is fun. I will give myself that. What? Why? Why did I do this? Oh my god, upside down freaking Potobos, and there's no indication where they're coming from. I should at least have like a gap in these blocks to let you know that they're coming down, or some upside down lava or something. Okay, right, whatever. Small jumps. Of course, it totally makes sense that it's going to rain in a world that's based off fire. Yeah, so this one has the Desert Dares section. Why is this area empty? But yeah, it has Desert Dares, which is all the short challenges, and I actually really like that idea. And I thought about bringing it back for MA3, but I'm not quite sure. Why did you star? Okay, so you may have lost the connection. I'm back. Everything's good. Oh my god, updating Mario Adventure to my current standards? Ugh. I mean, that's kind of like what Mushroom Mayhem basically is. It's the same principles behind Mario Adventure, but done with much better game design mechanics and with the skill to actually, you know, make these things happen. So I do worry that my new hack is going to be a little too easy, but from what my beta testers are telling me, I'm not going to have that problem. Though I am, I designed every level in a way, I designed every level to be beatable by Small Mario. But the hidden stars that you need to collect to progress need the power-ups to reach them. Alright, I'm going to be stubborn. I'm going to beat this. I don't care. I would use a star, but it's not really dense enough of a level for it to be useful. Get out of the way. Now, one of the problems I'm running in playing this is that I am so used to mechanics of Mushroom Mayhem that I forget some of the things that are in this or Vanilla Mario Bros. 3. So, for example, in MA3, if you land on top of a shell and you're holding the B button, you'll grab it. As long as you're holding the B button and you touch a shell and it's not, like, spinning, you will grab it. In this, you can only grab shells and blocks from the side. And I had to adjust from that for a little bit. And of course, everything in this game moves twice the speed as it should. Oh yeah, love those graphical glitches. What's in there? Start like. Really? Really? That's all that was? Oh, so Mario Adventure 3's levels are definitely non-linear. Why? Why did I do this? Why? There's no indication that those no blocks do something different. Oh, okay. Alright. Whatever. But yeah, the levels are definitely non-linear. Just because they require things like, all the power-ups have some ability that allows them to modify the world in some way. So, for example, the ice flower allows you to throw ice balls that allow you to freeze the surface of water. And you have to use that to collect some of the hidden stars in the level. Now, you don't need any of that to actually beat the level, but you do need that to collect the magic stars, and the magic stars are required to progress. Because every castle level requires a number of stars to open up its door to get to progress. So, in that sense, yeah, there's some non-linearity involved. Okay. Yeah, Mario Maker 2's mechanics throw me off as well. I mean, I kind of get used to it, but that floaty feeling really puts me off. I really prefer Mario 3's, like, tight physics. Oh my god. Really? Oh my god. Why? Did I not test that and thought, oh, the screen locks whenever you do that. I should probably lock the scrolling or something. No. Actually, Mario Adventure 3 will not have 9 worlds. It only has 7 worlds. Just because it's so ambitious and every single level has some mechanic that is introducing it. Kind of like, Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze. Yeah. When you're doing that, you realize how long it takes to actually build a brand new level, because you have to build a new mechanic and test it out, and for every single level you have a mechanic you have to code for. Revolutionize the Mario 3 hacking scene. I don't know about that. The thing is that my editor only works for my game, and I'll release all the tools, and I encourage people to create their own versions of their own hacks using my game as a base. I make it really easy to modify things and set properties and stuff. Really? A dead end? Alright, this level's starting to piss me off now. And the graphical glitches, they so bother me so bad. I would go back almost 20 years in the past. God, can you guys believe it's been almost 20 years since I did this? That's insane. Of course, when I started Mario Adventure 3, it was almost 10 years ago. It'll be 9 years. I think it's 9 years. It'll be 10 years in July. Ugh. No, it'll be 9 years in July. Because I remember my daughter was born and I had a, I remember she would sit on my lap as I was coding things. I chose Mario 3 over Mario World because Mario 3 has such an impact on me as a kid. Because I was at that age where, like, I saw The Wizard, Mario 3 first came out, learning how to fly, and just everything that was involved. There is a secret down there. And I'm going to go get that secret. Haha. Oh. What are you? Oh yeah. The Magic Mario. But yeah, I chose Mario 3 because it was such an impactful game, and it impacted me so much that I decided that I wanted to build games as my career. And as I got older, I realized to do that I had to learn how to program. And so whenever I got old enough to, you know, get a PC and all that jazz, I learned web development as a first step, and every step that I took in my career was basically to eventually learn how to write games. And unfortunately, in the present day, making a living developing games is actually kind of difficult because it, working for a studio that can be dismantled after one successful game it's kind of scary. And when you're raising a family, like, you want a steady income. So I went into more business side development, and I'm actually a software engineer for a large company, and that's just much better source of income. But I can at least do this as a hobby. So, oh my gosh. But yeah, Master 2 player. I created Mario Adventure. I am that Dark Days. Alright, I'm gonna beat this level now. I'm done with this. I hate this level. I hate this palette. This palette is gross. I hate all these freaking note blocks. So many note blocks. You know, big mean squeeze. I have been to several conventions that had reproduction cards, and nobody seems to have Mario Adventure in physical form. I have seen things like hacks that I recognize, like, I'm trying to remember some of the hacks that I recognize, but I forgot that was there. I hate me. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go to another level. Forget this. This level... Oh yeah, this level made me think of, like the water was oil or something. It's obviously not oil, but in my mind I thought, oh yeah, fire can come off of oil randomly, because that's how fire works, right? Whenever they find what I don't know, a pool of oil. How do you measure oil? Anyways, is it a pool? Is it a bubble? A pocket? I'm sure there's flames that are shooting out. Oh, so Some hacks that I personally would recommend include Some Usual Day. That hack is amazing. I forget the guy who worked on it, but it was actually really good. If you're looking for something that's more vanilla, Strange Brothers 3 is actually pretty good. That was done by ACMLM. And I remember that they had an odometer in the game that basically kept track of how much you had traveled. And that is what inspired me to actually do some of the hacks that I did. Because he did like assembly hacking. I was like, oh, I want to do assembly hacking then. Oh, Jaspal, that's right. I remember now. Yeah, but yeah, Some Usual Day has some really cool concepts in it. That level just ends. Why does that level just end? No boom boom in that one. There we go. So finally, I'm getting through these levels. Let me make sure I have. What's up? Stuff like, I'm actually surprised as I'm going back through here and I'm playing Mario Adventure. Some of my design choices do bother me, but it is actually fun. It's like a fair difficulty, kind of like Dark Souls or something. There's not like hundreds of enemies on the screen. At least most levels. Mario 3 Mix is amazing. I'll start with the positive stuff. So many amazing ideas. I love how Southbury pull all these different mechanics from other Mario games and make them work in a 2D environment. The level design is pretty good. It's spot on. The only downside I would say is that the performance is kind of slow at times. There's a lot going on and there's a lot of slowdown in that level. And you can definitely tell towards the end of his hack that he's kind of going through development fatigue where he's just ready to get through the grind of developing your own hack or own game in general. That's really the only downsides. It's typical stuff that I feel like that most people suffer through when they're developing their own game. I haven't played Super Mario Ultimate. Okay, so I did Mario Adventure, Luigi versus Mario, which was a hack that had you playing as Luigi and Mario. You had your own set of worlds and own set of levels depending on which character that you played as. And you even had some power-up exclusivity as well. Because, like, Luigi had the panda suit, which let you walk on walls. What else? Mario had... I forget what power-up that Mario had that Luigi didn't. I also worked on a lot of prototypes. Like, I started working on a Kid Icarus editor called Pit Stop, and I did a proof of concept where I could shoot arrows at angles, and when the arrows had like their own ammo, and when you ran out, you had a sword for a melee attack. And then I did Luigi's Coin Quest. What? If I'm not mistaken, there should be a... Oh, you're gonna blow up. Son of a biscuit. Alright. Yeah, Luigi's Coin Quest. It was only one world, but that was a really fun hack because it was non-linear and you had to play the levels hunting for a coin, and the coins would show up. You had to find the switch that made the coin appear, and then you had to find out where the coin actually appeared at. Uh, really? Did I really have to do snow in this? Ugh. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This makes me feel uncomfortable. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna beat this with super slippery physics and mechanics. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. See, the problem I have with this mechanic is that you have bad control even in the air. And that really bugs me that I had such... Of course, I mean, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I did the best that I could. So the speed of the animation is, the original game had used 4 frames for all the animations, and all I did was increase that from 4 to 8, and I doubled the speed so it was smoother. Mushroom Mayhem, or Mario Adventure 3, whichever you want to call it, it uses the same concept. And in fact, Mario Adventure 3 actually has 3 different animations that it can use, depending on what the level basically calls for. Because some require animations for like lava, and some of them don't. Some animations don't allow for the P-switch to take effect. Okay, so I got this, I got this, I got this. I kind of want to use this to my advantage. I'm pretty sure the hidden key for this world is in this level. Of course, what? No! And in case nobody's actually been able to tell, this level is based off of the pyramid level from Mario 3 in World 2. Which is interesting because in Mario Adventure, every single level was built from scratch. I would manually create the offsets and add a whole bunch of objects for me to use, and then I had a big spreadsheet and manually calculated all the offsets so that the levels wouldn't sit on top of each other. I was so limited in what I could actually use in each level, but still, the fact is, aha, there it is, aha. I know you're right there. I know you're right there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Aha. I got 2 keys now. Man, this level is long. I really was all into the whole maze-like level design in some of these levels. Don't really do that in Mushroom Mayhem. But Mushroom Mayhem, I also don't really have a timer. Some levels have timers, like maybe like 4 or 5, but those levels are a little bit different because you start with a limited number of time, and you have these little clocks that you have to collect, which adds to your timer, kind of like in Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World. Yeah, Mario 3 Workshop and Discombobulator and they all have that same problem. That's because they don't shift things around whenever you save. And because of that, with my editor for my game, I save all the levels outside of the ROM. And when I save it to the ROM, I basically save everything one after another, and I recalculate the pointers every single time. And in fact, levels don't refer to themselves using pointers, they refer to themselves using IDs. So like the first level is known as 1. The second level is 2. The bonus area for level 2 is known as 3. So it points to those numbers, and those numbers go to a table where the pointers are calculated when the editor saves everything. So that way, it just knows, I want to go to level 3. I don't know where that is, but the game will figure that out for me. Yeah, maze-like levels are disappointing like that. I think I'm not sure if I have any maze-like levels in Mario Adventure 3. Everybody's a winner. Am I a winner? Oh, I got the whistle. Of course, the whistle takes you to a special stage. Yeah, so the warp whistle, rather than take you to the warp zone, takes you to a special stage. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this. So in Luigi vs. Mario, I actually ported over a few levels from Mario Adventure, to that game. And seeing some of these layouts, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. Because these whistle levels are supposed to be just for fun levels. Yeah. That was fun. That makes me smile. Okay, alright. I want to give myself a pat on the back from 20. I don't even remember working on that. Oh, yes. Yes. I remember this level. Because this level was... Actually, no. This level was not inspired. Because Mario... New Mario Brothers on the DS... had a level that was similar to this where you rotated it. And I remember playing that thinking, you're kidding, I can't rotate the level myself. But this level replicates that idea because you play it one way and you get to the end and you had to play it in reverse, but everything's flipped over on its side. That's one of those examples where Nintendo did something that I had already done and I was like, you're kidding me. Alright, that's cool. Okay. And of course, what you see here, if you haven't figured this out, these are all Tetris pieces. And of course, everything is flipped upside down. Which... I could replicate this effect in real time in Mushroom Mayhem. In fact, I think I should do that. Create another level that is basically the same concept, but it happens in real time. Okay, you're gonna... I knew it. I remember designing this level because this level took a lot of thinking to make sure that it actually worked in both directions, upside down and not. Or in both directions, yeah. Fine, whatever, I'll take it. Okay. Come on, get down here. Huh, these same graphics are actually used in Mushroom Mayhem. You know, I got so sick of freaking Boom Booms being in every single level that I don't think they're in... Yeah, I took Boom Boom out of MA3. There are bosses in MA3, but they're all custom. And something about MA3 as well is like every world's theme is a combination of two Mario tropes. So, for example, the first world is like grass, but there's a lot of water, so it's like a grass-water combo. World 2 is based off of mountains and snow and wind, actually. So there's some wind, you're in the mountains, and there's snow, so it's kind of like a tundra-like level. World 3 is based off of fire and explosions. So you basically, it's rocky, it's fiery, and there's a lot of explosions. So it's like a mine, a quarry. There's a lot of bombs, and they blow up the terrain around you. World 5 is Pirates Island, so it's like artillery island theme. So there's like water, there's pirates and bullet bills and stuff like that. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. You gotta get that cycle going, so you're just like bop, 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 bop. Where was I? So you get the Pirate Island theme, and then there is the sky/castles/medieval theme. A lot of change hops. And then World 7 is entirely unique. That is Metropolis, so it's like city. It's based around city stuff. This is not the level I wanted to go in. I forgot I already beat this level. So yeah, Koopatropolis is definitely different for a last world for Mario because it's not fire brimstone, it's not dark or anything. No, it's a bustling city. You know, I should have expected a freaking bomb to come out of a vertical canister, because why not? That's exactly what you expect in a Mario game. Alright. Why did... Okay, of course. Randomize the amount of time it takes for these freaking bullet bills to actually shoot. Yeah, I like Mario 3 Prime. I really like what they're doing in that. Though there's a Mario 1 hack that's out there that they're working on called Mario Gaiden. Holy crap. What they're doing with that game is amazing. They've got some amazing things going on with that. They got grappling hooks. They don't have a lot of dying, but it's like a Metroidvania style Mario game, and it's, I love what they're doing in that. Okay, I gotta get serious here because I can just keep dying, and I don't like the design of this level. It's bad. It's so bad. Ugh. This makes me just want to go back to my game. Well, this is my game, I guess. So many graphical errors and glitches. What? I can't grab that flicker. Yeah, he is. Or they are. I don't want to assume pronouns, I guess. But yeah, W7N is... They know what they're doing. And the fact that they have like a whole team working on it and they've got it all planned out. Yeah, Extra Mario Brothers. That's what it reminds me of. I could really use power-up right now. Come on, past me. Throw me a question block. Come on. Yeah, MA3 was originally supposed to be a Metroidvania-style game. But the difficulty with that is all your levels have to be playable in two directions. And it was a little bit more restricting in what I can do. So some of that still kind of survives because in MA3 to get from one world to the next, you actually play a level that's on the map screen, and the exit of that level has you coming out on the other side of a new world. So you basically play a level to do your world transitions, and you can go back and forth between the levels, or sorry, between the worlds by replaying that same level. That's right. Stupid friggin' die. There. Oh, you can't jump off the vines. I always forget. Are you coming back down? Up? Alright. Sure. Whatever. You do you. Shoot. Blind. Freaking. What is up with the graphics? That's so freaking. Alright. Oh. Of course. Oh, I have 100 seconds. Now I have to rush to get through this. And there's not any freaking power-ups. I have like less than 50 seconds to get this level complete. There we go. Can I do this? Of course. You're kidding me. Super Mario World hacking has never been anything I see what they do. It's amazing. But at the same time, I do feel like restrictions or constraints breed creativity. And Super Mario World, sometimes there's not enough constraints in what they're doing. But what they do is amazing, don't get me wrong. But I also don't like Super Mario World mechanics, personally. I was so close. Alright, I'm gonna get this mushroom. Gimme. Alright. Oh, my fingers are actually starting to hurt. I haven't held a NES controller like this in a long time. I have one of those NES to USB controllers. And my fingers pretty much rest on the top as if I had shoulder buttons. I remember whenever I was a kid and I first did that, my fingers hurt so bad because they dug into the corners. Come on. I don't like this world. I don't like this level. Yeah, MA3 has one auto-scroller. One. That's it. Alright, so make it towards the end, and I have a power-up in reserve. I'm actually not that great of a Mario 3 player. There we go. Huh. I wouldn't call the Nintendo 64 controller ergonomic, exactly. I was actually I was a weird one out. So with the Nintendo 64 controller, I never knew exactly how to hold it. So rather than holding the middle prong and the outside prong, kind of like you're playing it really weird, I held it on the outside and just stretched my thumb out as hard as I could. Oh, I'm playing, no, I'm not playing this on a console. I'm playing this on, an emulator. I have a console that's taken apart next to me, but I think the, one of the connections is bad. I have to get it replaced or something, like the cartridge connection slot. It's not rusted. It's after, I'm pretty sure it's aftermarket, because it has some writing on it that shows that it was not Nintendo. But yeah. it's basically USB connection. I bought like a 5-pack of controllers. I have Sega Genesis 6-button, PSX, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, and the NES. Because I bought a RetroPie a long time ago and like emulated everything. If I could ever get this console fixed, I'll actually put things on the console instead. Because I just... Something about playing it on the real hardware is so different. Fire spinning boots, Guardian of the Entrance. Oh yeah, already got this one. Yeah, give me the whistle. Look at that. World 2 is complete. Alright, this seems like a good stopping point. I know the stream isn't very long, but at the same time, I'm not used to streaming, and this stuff is exhausting, y'all. So maybe next time I'll do what I did again, where I show off more of my new game, and then do more stuff for Mario Adventure. So I'm going to stop off here, and then pick up World 3 next time. But I'll advertise it and stuff whenever it's ready to go live. But thank you guys so much for actually like watching me and hearing my commentary and stuff. So I'll catch you guys another day. Bye.